Hello everybody, important video that I have for you all today, so please make sure to watch till the end. We will be discussing what the Federal Reserve essentially mentioned today, which is important related to inflation, what they're trying to do to try to combat inflation for next year. We will also be talking about the new Build Back Better plan, which essentially right now what they're saying is looking like it's not going to be passed this year. And I will also be discussing a little bit more in detail those monthly payments that you guys are still receiving right now for child tax credit payments. So please make sure to stick around till the end. Let's go ahead and get started with the first area, or the first topic I would like to discuss today will be, as you guys can see right here, the Federal Reserve will aggressively dial back its bond buying, sees 3 rate hikes next year. Why is this important? The reason the Federal Reserve is essentially trying to aggressively dial back right now back on its bond buying is to try to control inflation. Inflation, as you all know, it has been very detrimental to the economy, to our pockets, especially us that we like to budget. It's been pretty crazy. As an example, if you go out to purchase foods, you'll notice that groceries have gone up drastically. I don't even want to get into gas prices. Gas prices has risen almost 50 or 40%, which is insane. I'm sure you guys are spending a lot of money when it comes to gas, right? But this is essentially one of the reasons why the Federal Reserve came out today and said that next year they will be increasing rate to try to control inflation. Look at this right here. Bold policy moves came in response to escalation of inflation, which is running at its highest level in 39 years for consumer prices. Just that alone should really put things into perspective. We have not seen this amount of inflation, or this inflation so high in the last 39 years, which is incredible. One of the reasons why Joe Biden has said that inflation has gone up, he has put some blame on the stimulus package that they have approved during this year. He has said that stimulus checks was a good cause of why inflation came so high. And not only that, we are experiencing very strange times in the economy, such as jobs being lost. Well, not being lost, people or employees leaving their jobs. Last month, November, over 4 million people left their jobs, which is an insane amount. And not only that, more and more people are not going back to work. Right now, they say that economists are saying that 11 million jobs are available at the moment, and 8 or 9 million people are unemployed, which are numbers that I never thought about that would happen here in the US. But so that's essentially some good news, right? To try to control the inflation. Inflation at this point is going up to around 7%. What the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, has said is that once they raise as you guys know, once we see those rate hikes next year, that could essentially control inflation or essentially cut it by half. Okay, so we'll see. We have to keep an eye on that because it's very important, because not only does it affect you guys, obviously it affects the entire economy and also at a global scale. But other than that, let's go on to the next topic, which is very important. This topic is one of the newest, we can call them stimulus packages that the Democrats want to approve. As you guys can see right here, Democrats are unlikely to pass Biden's social spending plan this year, and here is what this means. If you guys haven't really kept up what's essentially going on with this new package, it's essentially a $1.75 trillion Build Back Better plan. Essentially, the Democrats had a goal date to try to approve it by the end of this month. They've said that they wanted to approve it before Christmas, which is essentially around 9 days away. It does not look like they're going to meet their goal. It looks like this topic will possibly go into the new year. Of course, this package, or this stimulus package, if you will, does include a lot of help for families, essentially those monthly payments that you all are receiving from the IRS, which are the child tax credit payments. Essentially is you're just getting an advance to when you would do your taxes. Instead of getting everything at once, you could essentially ask for it in advance, which is essentially what's happening right now. So this is honestly very big news, because this essentially can definitely put a red asterisk against the Democrats. And not to get political, but this is a package that the Democrats wanted or still want to approve, but essentially this year does not look like it's going to happen. The reason being is because, of course, Republicans are not going to want to vote on it. We all can agree on that. The Democrats need to have all of the votes, all 50 votes in the Senate, all Democrats that are in the Senate, all 50 of them, to essentially say that they do want this new package to be approved. They vote on it, they say yes, and then it goes on to the desk of the President of the United States, Joe Biden. Unfortunately, they do not have all the Democrats on board. Democrats are, in a sense, falling apart within their own party. They're not agreeing on this topic, right, which is important for them. So it's been very, very gloomy on the Democrat side. Okay, so one of the main Democrats, which is Senator Joe Manchin, who has a seat in the Senate, does not want to approve this. So in order to approve it, as I mentioned, they need all Democrats to vote in favor. Unfortunately, with one Democrat going against it, essentially it's the game over, and this is where Joe Manchin steps in. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like, as I mentioned, it looks like it's not going to be approved this year. But whether they approve it or not, it's looking very, very gloomy. Other than that, the question is, which I know some of you, if you do at this point receive monthly payments for the child tax credits, please let me know in the description. In the comment section below. Would really appreciate you all commenting. Today is the last day that these payments are going to go out. So if you received it today, please let me know in the comment section. Remember, if you have kids or dependents from 0 to 5 years, you're getting $300 per month. If you have dependents from 6 to 17, you're getting $250. Typically, a family of 4 here, we can use as an example. Families have been receiving roughly, on a medium scale, average scale, I should say, maybe $550 per month since the month of July. And that's important to note, because you guys were only going to receive half as monthly payments, and the other half you guys will essentially be able to claim it in your taxes for 2021 and 2022, which is very, very important. Now, one of the big things that Democrats are essentially saying right now, these payments have helped out a lot of families remove themselves from poverty the last few months. They've said that since this is going to end officially today, unless something miraculously happens, that Democrats are able to approve this new stimulus package, then of course they'll continue, because in the new stimulus package they want to continue these payments for 1 year more, which will be 2022. But assuming they don't approve it, which looks like they might not this year, today's the last day you guys will receive these payments, which economists and experts in Congress say that could lead up to 10 or 11 million children to go back into poverty. Okay, so it's very, very important that you guys know exactly what's going on in the economy. Specifically, since this channel is a finance channel, I want to keep you guys in the loop of everything that's happening right now, which is very, very important, especially if you have children, if you guys haven't gone back to work, or if you're just wondering what's going to happen in the future, because the economy obviously is still getting back. It's not back to the way it was, but slowly but surely we are trying to go back to how we were before this whole COVID-19 pandemic hit us at a global scale. Okay, so if you do like these videos, please make sure to subscribe, turn on that bell notification, that way you're notified every time I upload. Looks like I will be uploading videos every day possibly at 4 p.m. Just to make sure that you guys are aware of that. Other than that, give it a thumbs up. That I would greatly appreciate it. And let me know in the comment section, do you think that these monthly payments for tax credits have been beneficial to families? Let me know your comments below. I will greatly appreciate that. That way I can read them as well. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. Have a good day. Peace out.